everyone, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see I have a full face of makeup already done. I'm just trying out a different format in terms of trying out new launches, and I'm just going to talk through, and as I am talking through I will insert clips of me applying these products. But yes, let's just start off with skincare. Paula's Choice in Singapore is brought over by a local retailer, and they have launched finally in Singapore. It's already been launched in the States. This is called the Defense Collection. It's such a iconic pink. I love this shade of pink. I think it's just very feminine and also just very striking and very active, in a sense that it feels like a sports related target audience. I'm sure it's related to more than that, but basically these three along with the cleanser, these 4 items is part of the Defense line for all skin types. So just running through, I actually did apply it today underneath this makeup. For the first item, it's called the Hydrating Gel to Cream kind of cleanser, and as you saw in the close-up, it comes out like a clear liquid, but after a while when you massage it into the skin, it becomes this like white foamy kind of cream emulsion, and once you rub it even further it becomes transparent again. And I really like that it's low foaming. It starts off like a gel consistency and it doesn't foam up to anything that is too foamy, and that generally aggravates my skin quite a bit, so this is really good on sensitive skin types as well. And then moving on to the Antioxidant Pore Purifier. This is something that I apply after my toner and sometimes essences, but when I changed it up to use this, it actually felt pretty much in the same family to me. It came out kind of like a murky yellowish brownish kind of liquid, and then when I rubbed it all over the skin, it just seeped into the skin really well, and it wasn't anything that was overly powerful. It was just something that, you know, set on my skin really well, and I love using this before makeup because it diminishes the appearance of pores. And then these 2 products, actually there are 2 new moisturizers. One is for nighttime, one is like a daily essential moisturizer. I would say these 2 are very reminiscent of their existing Paula Choice moisturizers actually. Actually these 2, I found a way to use them in tandem. I basically use the Essential Daily Glow first, and I do 2 layers of that, and I pat it into the skin really well. It comes out white, eventually it becomes translucent, and it's really good because it's a cream texture. It has this kind of a white cast, unfortunately. This I apply about 2 coin size amounts. I layer that, and then last but not least, I've been loving using like moisturizer or like a balmy textured skincare product that has this sticky base. Not really sticky, it's just like a balmy texture. I just love putting that as the final seal because I find that it really keeps everything locked in and it prevents anything from going out or coming in. And this nightly reconditioning moisturizer is it for me. It comes out like a very thick cream, and then it's also not super thick actually because my oily skin can't take it, but once it comes out I just really warm it up in my hands, and then I pat it on as the final seal, and I find that this gives my skin like a very nice gentle glossing, and that sets a very good precedent for all the other makeup products that I'll be applying, because I do need that slightly tacky base so that the makeup sits really well. Alright, as you can see, the whole makeup look that I went today was inspired by Karrueche's line with Colourpop, and I'll be reviewing her, actually the full collection, just that will come at the later part. But obviously with makeup looks I would have to apply like foundation, brows and all that kind of thing. So for new launches in terms of what is out in Singapore at the moment, Dermacol has launched in Singapore. This has been circulating the net for like eons, but basically it's come to Singapore and it's launched in Fair Price, I believe. Funnily enough, that's like our local supermarket. But Dermacol, if you just Google it, they are known for this product. It's called the Film Studio Makeup Cover, and it's so full coverage. I've used this for a while. I have 3 shades. I have 210, 207 and 211, and basically I used 207. As you're seeing in the demonstration, I used my fingers on half my face, the half of my face which is a lot more problematic, and I really just went in with my fingers, warmed up the product and dabbed it all over my face, and then like right at the final step I used a very damp sponge just to make sure there's no streak marks and everything like that. It's super easy to build on top of, you know, the initial base you put down if you want more coverage. That's why I went in under my eyes as a concealer, and this is so full coverage. I can't even say enough good things about it. It's just super rare to find. After that, I went in with two Anastasia products. One would be the bronzer. I think Anastasia is now in Singapore, Sephora Singapore, so I got the bronzer and it's in the shade Saddle. It's a very beautiful, very fine powder. It's super fine. I used a dual fiber brush when I did my makeup because after I applied the foundation I was really pretty washed out, so I went in gently with the fine powder and bronzed up my appearance. Initially when I saw the color inside, I thought I was like, oh no, this is not my color, it's gonna be too dark, but because the powder is so fine, you can really blend it out to almost like a very sheer powder, which I love. So yeah, I just quickly did the bronzing and then I went in with blush. This is the blush trio in the shade Peachy Love. It's in the same compact with a very beautiful mirror. These three, I'm obsessed with orange tone blushes at the moment, peachy orange tone, because I find that a lot more flattering on my skin, and also it matches pretty well with the bronzing look. So I just used this initial shade right here. I think this is called Nectarine, and it's a very like mauvey peachy tone, which I rarely see, especially the mauve undertone with a slice of peach. So it's really tropical, very nice for this warm tone look. Okay, going into the Karrueche collection with Colourpop, she launched 3 gel cream colors. These 3 here, they come in a kind of glass casing, and yeah, it's very beautiful packaging. These colors from Colourpop is formulated so well. It's like a gel eyeliner, and if you work fast and if you work with a prime base, you can even use them all over the lids for a eyeshadow look. But today I did an eyeliner look where I smoked out the edge of the liner. I started off with that. I went all the way to the inside, and I really took my time to build up the product, because if you go heavy-handed with this, there's no going back. So I went very light-handed, and then I went under my eyes to get that smoky effect. The next item from the Brown Sugar collection is the eyeshadow palette. As you can see here, this is my first eyeshadow palette from Colourpop, which has a plastic kind of palette, and it comes with a mirror inbuilt. A lot of their palettes are cardboard and they don't have a mirror, and this is amazing. Not only is it plastic, it has a mirror, it has the names on the pans, so that's really a step up from a lot of Colourpop products in the past. But yeah, these tones, a lot of people might find it boring, but I love brown tones and I can't get enough, and these remind me of like a chocolate box. So after I did the cream gel liner, what I did was I went in with this shade called Chai, and I went all over the lid above the liner to give myself like a very gentle crease, and I went all the way up to like my socket line, and I just went and diffused the harsh edges. And then I went in with the shade Jamocha, and yeah, I just tried to kind of do a little bit of shading on the outside so that I can give like more definition to the outer edge. And what I did was I took the shade Ginger, this beautiful like bronzy shimmer, so I took that and I placed that on the inner part of my lid. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it's so beautiful and so blinding. I went in with the copper tone one called Nut, and yeah, this super beautiful rusty copper, I applied it on the middle of the lid so that I could get this like really wet look. And I used the shade Sorrel, and it's just really beautiful. A very deep brown, not as deep as this one, but like a deep warm brown. And yeah, I went to further deepen the outer crease so that I got the eye look to be really smoky, and you can still see the gel liner effect that I have there that almost looks like it connects to the Sorrel shade that I put down. And basically what I have on my lips is the shade Cinnamon, and I really like it. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. The swatches of the products, as you can see, they are the Ultra Cream formulation from the Luxe lipstick line, and it's so damn creamy and so pigmented. And this brown shade honestly is like, can you believe it? I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it on my skin tone, and I'm amazed that it looks actually pretty decent. And I find that in the future probably I'll be more comfortable wearing this kind of a bold lip rather than a red lip. I don't know why, like red just screams as too loud for me, and a lot of the times if you don't play with the right tones in terms of red, your whole complexion is lost and almost like you defeated the purpose of doing a very elaborate makeup look to begin with. And then over the top of this lipstick, I used the 2 Brown Sugar lip gloss. I didn't use both of them, but you can see they come in the classic Colourpop tube, and these are the lip glosses. One is in the shade Dumpling, the other one is in the shade Glossy, and I applied that on top of my lips for a gloss so that it ties really well with all the highlights going on my face. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this look, let me know what other brands you want me to try, and if you know you would recreate such a look. And if you want an even more detailed makeup look of this, I will try to edit an Insta video, and if it's up, I'll leave it in the comments below. So yeah, without further rambling, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!